not good enough. And that didn't give him the initial speed that he needed. We just saw the same thing happen there where TGM lost out on a chance
He needs
to
to keep
cover.
the pressure on, though.
Yeah, he is keeping the pressure on,
If he
but
gives it this Mega. No.
there it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think some of the movement issues that we're seeing out of TGM are costing him, and for a lot of new players who they aren't really comfortable with strafe jumping. I'm trying to point out these moments because they can be so critical in whether or not you get in on an item. Now here TGM dropping in on red with perfect timing, able to get away, but eats so much damage from that LG from Judge, currently at a 27%, Rail at 33% for the opening 2.5 minutes. And I think TGM, it's hit a lot of rails so far, but needing to string it together a little bit more. And I think also needing to get that initial damage. That's something that Judge is enjoying. He's hitting the first shots. Like that. Boom, right there.
And a lot of that will come down to, Judge knowing where TGM is going to be attacking from. You can pick the angles in this map. Not quite as easy as DM6, but you get someone knocked around. They have very, very little place to run. And right now, Judge is just picking and choosing his shots.
Very
Let's
nice.
see, we'll have a rail down the LG hallway, we'll have one on the entrance to red, and otherwise he's pretty casual about the whole thing. So here's a solid for Mega, and now TGM spawning has picked up a yellow. Rocket launcher and LG to his name, but so far that LG doing a little bit better than it was last time at 25%, but being early to the item, he does not need to be here right now. Oh,
Great rail by
more
Judge.
Rails and another one on the
Wow.
downfall, and now he's typing on his corpse here. Let's
Yeah,
see.
OMG. Pretty much. Yeah, Judge, that rocketed it up to a 50% railgun accuracy. And, really, when you're facing off against a guy who can hit you twice before you even hit the ground, you're not in for a happy time. So, TGM at this point, looking for armor. He should have the yellow armor behind him to work with. Instead, he's opting to go hunting for not much. So we see the lower yellow picked up by Judge, and now he can cover this yellow that's been up for probably the last 25-30 seconds, if not longer. Red is in 5, Mega just a second beforehand. Judge is opting for Mega. TGM, let's see if he goes to get the red. Yes, he does. And he gets away cleanly. Now, this is critical because Judge knows when this yellow's coming up. And he knows that TGM wants it, so that's why he's here. And TGM's pretty much just stuck. Again, Rockets versus LG, when the LG player has the better stack, you're probably not going to win unless you're able to bounce your opponent around like he's made of rubber. And unfortunately, that's not happening for TGM. 66%
Now
rail,
we're
though.
seeing Judge. We're seeing Judge get to a near 200 stack at this point, and this is probably the place where TGM needs to be completely away from Mega and Red for a while, unless we get some item timing change up here, but TGM, to be honest, just doesn't have it. So right now, yellow armor needs to be his home. He needs to be running the map and getting that first, and backing right into a rocket. Judge nearly getting a second one off.
Yeah, that's... I think TGM is just sort of off his game here because when you don't even know where your opponent's coming and they get not one but a chance for 2 shots on you, ouch. So 5-0, and I think Judge clearly has T7 in lockdown. TGM is catching a disease. The Judge Trent. Oh man, there's a new sheriff in town, and Judge is the law. All right, there we go. We finally did it. We finally put it on the stream. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh god.
Damn.
Yeah. All right.
I have to stop doing this now.
All right. So TGM, eating a rail to the groin. Good Lord, Judge. You're not helping me when I try to look at TGM stats, but that's okay. And here it is, Judge backing on red, so TGM won't even have that to work with. And needing a rocket, opting for LG. This is risky. He has good position to... let's see, here is where... now you have to choose between Rail and LG, and they're both okay, but without rockets, you can't really force your opponent to dodge into a favorable position. So, I mean, like kind of rail and LG becomes very predictable in that setup. So, I think TGM. You know, I'm really glad that he's competing, and it's always great to see all kinds of players coming out to play in this EG Masters series.
But you're even more glad that he's not wearing the Cool TV tag. Is that what you're saying?
No. I love TGM, and he can gladly put on the Cool TV tag. But I will say this though. Yes. I mean, he is playing against Judge, who I think is
yeah.
You know, I mean, if we take a look at the seeds, there was quite a bit of a disparity, and this is definitely an uphill battle for TGM. And I mean, you know, to be honest, I really do think that you know, as far as initial seedings go, I think the biggest pity
here is at a single limb.
Yeah. But as seedings go, I mean, I think they're pretty accurate given where TGM and Judge were in the bracket. So, you know, really not a huge surprise here. What I did love though was watching Death Row facing off against Gills. I had a hunch that would be a really solid matchup, and they certainly did not disappoint. Judge now rounding out 10 frags as we are past the 2-minute warning. And TGM still just trying to work with the yellow armors in order to keep himself in some sort of semblance of stack.
And Judge is really playing this pretty casually. I mean, look at his accuracies here. We're seeing 27% RL, 32 LG, and 30% LG. So nothing, you know, fantastic, but definitely solid, and definitely, you know, by the book here.
There you go. TGM getting on the board in the final minute 20 and back in time for Red. Judge, though, not having a weapon as he enters this room might be costly. TGM backing into Red and trying not to swallow a bunch of blue balls because, let's just say, that typically means there's something imminently following. So, TGM now oh wow, look at this. If only he could have this happen about 5 minutes earlier. Now has Mega in his arsenal and should get positioned for this Red, but map control in the final minute when you're down by 9 doesn't really mean, unfortunately, much, but nice to see it happen nonetheless.
Alright, and final 35 seconds here, just about. TGM having a frag to his name. Now with a bit of red armor, but still no...
Oh my god!
Wow!
Was that a buttload? That was pretty close to a buttload.
That was a buttload and a bushel. And a bunch.
That was a buttload and a ball length.
I mean,
Judge got a little something extra stuck up there.
I was about to be surprised if TGM actually started moving upward at that point.
Yeah, he actually did. Briefly, I think. Like that was reminiscent of Quake 1 shafting. Good lord.
Seriously. Yeah.
So there we go. 2 impressives for Judge at the finale. He wins 11-1. TGM also with 2 impressives. But the accuracy definitely in Judge's hands. Stack and control as well. So that's going to round out the second matchup. Welcome back to Quake Live TV. I am Grease Scotsman, and I'm going to be joined here by my lovely co-host Shahar, who I think is in the blue dress tonight. Either way, we are going to see another bout of DM6 T7, and if needed, a little bit of blood run, because when it's Quake Live, the blood does run. We've got Eric EK facing off against Mr. Sean Dahagi, otherwise known as Vin Diesel. He doubles as a bald, aspiring actor in his spare time. So, it's going to be good times all around. We're about to get this live in just a few... Looks like he wants to, quote-unquote, fix his ping, and Eric says, hurry, please, because he has a hot date to get to with
Zerg.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a StarCraft game, which means not me, definitely.
Yeah, StarCraft isn't exactly your... cup of tea, my friend. It's okay. Alright, we're going to go live. And we're not going to worry about pings too much. But it is important to note that Sean definitely has roughly twice the ping as Eric. But we're going to go live. This is the Evil Geniuses Masters Series. Great LG out of the gate. 32% by Eric. And of course, this wonderful series is sponsored by MSI Notebook. And fantastic finish of that first frag. And if there ever was a way to punish your opponent who has a higher ping than you, use LG.